Guys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. You see, we're back here at BBQ, guys. Y'all recognize there's a lot of things where we were here last week. We got some things to report. I got some reports. I'm gonna be traveling. Right after that storm, I'm probably gonna have you more reports than what I had last week. Really up-to-date reports. All those people coming back. It's going to be a joint fishing report, and it's just going to be a storm report. It might not be much. That's all I'm going to tell you is. But most of the things will be coming up this week. We're going to be fishing with Chas a couple of times this time of year. The World Series trout have been moved in. These storms are going to do a lot of things, but I think a lot of things good. Everybody's telling me that this storm is going to help all the fishing down at the coast. Now, it didn't do much damage inside. We ain't worried about fish kills. There's a lot of trees down all over in the south, in New Orleans, and other places. But you watching this, you remember what happened last week? So I want you to stay tuned. We're going to do our best. We're going to be bringing you duck reports. Duck reports, very little fishing reports, and you watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
So we're here at the Star Banquet with Abigail Schaefer, and she's going to tell us all the secrets about fishing. Abigail, where did you catch this fish?
I actually do not know.
You don't know? What kind of fish was it?
A speckled trout.
Fantastic. Did you have a great time?
Yes, I did.
Well, thank you for fishing Star, and y'all have to fish next year.
I'm Abigail, and I won this boat fishing in the Star Tournament.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
Here we are back at the Wildlife and Fisheries. We're at the Louisiana Room, and the duck stamp contest just got over earlier today. And we got the winner behind us, and we got the guy to put it on. And the study leader Louisiana Wildlife and Fishery Study leader, longtime leader, and a good friend of Paradise, Louisiana, Larry Reynolds. Larry, and you have a busy day. So what we want to do, I don't know how much of my voice is going to be heard, but let's find out. Our duck season is 2 weeks away. Waterfowl season starts up on the East Zone this weekend. So tell us what to expect.
Well, this is a big weekend. The West Zone and the Coastal Zone going to open this weekend, and lots of questions about what can we expect, because this has been about as strange a year as you can imagine. We're hopeful. We're hopeful for this duck season because there appeared to be pretty good reproductive success, at least for blue-winged teal, on the breeding grounds. The limited banding effort that took place in the Dakotas and southern Saskatchewan and Manitoba got covered up with immature blue-winged teal. And typically that means that we had pretty good reproductive success, and we had an excellent teal season. We had probably the best season in 10 years. And so that gives us reason to hope that maybe gadwalls and shovelers and greenwings and mallards also had pretty good reproductive success on the breeding grounds. And that's always important for us down here in Louisiana. Unfortunately, we've been getting kicked in the teeth and in the shins and just about every way you can imagine regarding our habitat. 5 named storms hitting the coast of Louisiana. We've got deteriorated coastal wetland habitat with virtually no seed producing annuals and a lot of the SAVs taken out and off of the landscape. High water, lots of debris, lots of people with a lot more things to worry about than hunting ducks. And so I think we can expect, just like we saw during the teal season, probably below average success in the coastal marshes because of the habitat damage from the hurricanes. We also saw a lot of flooding at Catahoula Lake. Catahoula Lake is now back down to near management target levels. And so we'll see what the impact of that big flood event did on the food availability and the habitat quality on that lake. Other things that give us a little bit of hope is that it's drier up the flyway than it has been the last 2 or 3 years. We've long known that when it's cold and dry, the recovery distribution of banded ducks shifts to the south, and that's good for us. And it's been really wet around here. It's really wet in southern Arkansas. There's water everywhere, but once you get north of Arkansas, it's drier than average, and so that may help us. So the optimist in me sees the increased breeding success, the better reproductive success on the breeding grounds. I see the drier habitat conditions north in the flyway. We had an early shot of cold in October when the prairie breeding areas froze. Unfortunately, it warmed back up and those wetlands are now open again, but that did cause an initial push of birds that I think can only benefit us. Last year, things were a little bit better than they were the year before. The year before, everybody was just panicking that it was over, that hunting success would never be the same as it was in the past, and it might not be. And so last year was a little bit better, but only early in the season. As the season wore on, the hunting got poorer and poorer, such that by the end of the season, we were thinking, man, now that's 2 years in a row that the hunting was at all-time lows. Hopefully this year we break that string. You know, anytime I make a prediction, I'm nervous. Because if you take last year, for example, we flew an aerial survey that was extremely poor before the season opened. I put out a report that really dampened hunters' enthusiasms, but then the opening weekend was really good. Because you never know when that first big push is going to come behind a storm further north in the flyway. And so I'm always reticent to make predictions. We just flew the aerial survey this week. I'm working on the report. Hopefully we can get that out later on in the week, and hopefully it will be indicative of the conditions that hunters are going to find out there in the marsh.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
Pod's moving in storage.
I need to clean out my study.
We'll deliver a container.
My brother-in-law's moving in.
Maybe he'll help you pack.
He's lazy.
We can refer some professionals.
It's just until he finds work.
We can keep things at our storage center for as long as it takes.
I am not happy about this.
Or you can keep your things on site for quick unloading.
Did you say freeloading?
I said unloading.
I heard freeloading.
I'm sure you did.
Store on site or let us drive your things to our secure storage center. Pods, moving and storage, solved.
For sidekicks. For those who see the glass half empty. For those who see it half full. For those on the right. For those on the left. For those with nicknames. For those with curves. For people that cycle. For people that recycle. For BFFs. For frenemies. For those with style. For lovers. For families. For big families. For everyone.
Alright guys, what we're doing today is fishing the big grass flats in between Bayou Liberty all the way to Goose Point, Cane Bayou. There's grass everywhere. Got plenty of keepers in here, but plenty of throwbacks too. This one's close. We're going to measure him. Pretty good one here. Good one is 14 inches. You're not going to get many monsters. A lot of schoolies just working that grass. Here we go. There we go. Throw this fish on the floor. Talk to you guys a little bit more about just why the fish get in this region every year. So, ever since, I mean, this has been going on for years, before the closure to Mystico, but ever since the closure to Mystico, what I've really noticed, when you get into that early fall, at September, October, start getting your first few northerly winds, light cold fronts. Obviously, this area is blocked by north wind. This is the entire northern shoreline of Lake Pontchartrain. Secondly, this is one of the only shorelines in the lake that is completely covered in grass. It's the biggest grass fields in Lake Pontchartrain. There's your grass right there. We call that eel grass. I don't know what the scientific name for it is, but it's just acres and miles and miles and miles of that eel grass. And there's plenty of mullets in here, plenty of shads. That's why we're going with the shad imitation. And these fishes, they love grass in the early parts of the fall. Now, let me get the trolling motor here. in the early parts of the fall. So this is like what you want to target between 70 and 80 degree water temperature. This is it's a good time to target your grass fish. And as temperatures get into the 60s, they're going to come off of these grass flats and they're going to start looking for actual concrete structures, deep holes, tidal flows, stuff like that. And that's where the bridges come into play. That's about your average fish right there in this grass right now. They're always going to start off a little bit smaller in the beginning of the fall, and then as temperatures cool, they'll grow and grow. I can feel this fish grunting in my hands still, which means they're still in somewhat spawning mode, but this is the beginning of the migration of the trout coming back into Pontchartrain as they're usually on the outside doing their spawning ritual. A little further. I noticed that the grass was a little taller. We were getting a little bit more grass on the retrieve, so I switched to an 1/8 ounce, and this is effective too. Either one's going to work fine. If you got a rod or reel that you can cast real good and far, I would suggest the 1/8. If you need a little bit more weight on it to get you some distance, go with the 1/4. And again, when you're fishing this style like this, you always want to put the wind in your back. I'm barely using a trolling motor. It's just simple drift fishing, and with the wind in your back, it's going to allow you to make further casts. And then in shallow water, long casts is extremely important. Oh, there he is. Oh, I missed it. Let's see if we can get one. There he is. He's got a nice little school here. He might make the... he's close. He's close. But that's how you do it, just like that. I'm going to let him go regardless. I'll throw it one more time. Far as you can. Boom. Get it out there. And we're just, there's my reel right there. Just slowly reeling it in just like you would a spinnerbait. And they just stop it. Boom. Very, very easy way to fish. Like Pontchartrain's known for extreme difficult fishing. This is not one of the situations that I would call difficult. This is cast and reel. Basic Louisiana style shallow water fishing. We fish grass beds like this in Florida a lot. Very similar situation. Just want to get off the bank. You want to be in about 2 to 4 foot of water, I'd say, is a good depth. And the water depth is going to change every day. You know, if you got high water, you might be a little tighter to the bank. If the water's a little lower, the fish might be off the bank a little bit more. Don't be afraid to fish 100, 200 yards off the shoreline. Good size. That's what we're looking for out here. That's the land of squeeze. Every once in a while, you get a beauty. Nice fish. Nice fish. So, looking to try this out, pick you up some X shads, some 1/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce jig heads, find you some grass beds, get in on this action. We in them now. Got little slicks popping up.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now. and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
It's a special day here at Top Gun near Mer Rouge, close to the Arkansas border, the third day of the special goose season before the big duck season starts. Colby Daniels is with me. I've had the pleasure of hunting with you for several years now. Truly remarkable land up here. I know you almost take it for granted, but you get the ducks and geese when they're coming down, you get them when they're going back. We're after speckle bellies this morning.
That's right. It's been a great start. We've probably got more ducks and geese in the area than we've had probably, I would say, in the last 6 or 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if it's the cold fronts or the floods up north or what it is, but they've really been in the area since right around the 1st of October. They started moving in.
You sent me some video, actually mid-October, and it looked like you were actually honking the speckle-belly geese out of the road from the truck. There were tens of thousands of them.
They wouldn't move.
No. Well, we hope they're moving
That's right.
this morning. Tell me about where your clientele comes from, what they can expect if they book a hunt with Top Gun.
Well, you know, Mr. Lynn, we got people from everywhere. We got people from almost every state.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we've got accommodations for them. We got cabins on the lake. And when they come, they'll, you know, we got great guides.
Mm-hmm.
We're blessed with guides. All of them have good dogs. We're really lucky in that category. But the main thing is just the hunting. I mean, they can expect 110% effort, first of all, and they can expect honesty, and we're fair with everybody. You know, we just have a good area. It's just a really good area, and they got cabins to stay in on the lake. We don't mix our groups. Each group that comes in will have their own place to stay. The cabins are equipped with, you know, satellite TV, anything you got at home other than internet, and nobody wants that.
No, it's a good place to come and
that's
just
right.
Listen to the geese and ducks at night,
That's
hear
right.
the beaver slapping on the pond.
It's on a lake,
and that sort of thing.
They can fish out the front door. You know, it's just a quiet, peaceful, nice
How
vacation.
long have you been doing this?
Well, I mean, I took my first group out here when I was about 8, but of course they drove me and I just called. But I've been doing it ever since.
So they tipped you with a lollipop at 8
That's
years
right.
old. Yeah.
That's right. They took me to eat.
Yeah.
Kill him, y'all. Kill him.
Good shot. Good shot, boys. Can I send her?
Yes, sir.
Back.
Now, kill him.
Got both of them.
Back. Ain't this fun?
She'll get him.
Brenda, come get a little closer.
Hey, is he hunting too, Colby? So that's what, 12 we can kill?
We all hunt.
Colby, ain't this fun? Hey, get ready.
Come.
Look here, I'm here at one of my favorite hunting places with my favorite waterfowl hunting buddy, Lynn Rollins. 4 or 5 times, broadcast of the year. I got a new buddy here, the guy can really call these geese. It don't get better than this. If this ain't paradise, Louisiana, hey, what else can we ask for? Thank you, Lord. What a great day.
Mr. Lynn, you think you can stay out there? You're a good decoy.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Hey, get little.
Yeah, I got 4 or 5 pictures.
Low ones behind them.
Yep.
You're getting low. Kill him, y'all.
Killing 4.
Any of them drop?
Gosh, that's 9. That's pretty, wasn't it?
I know. Mr. Mervyn Sauceman still works, and these guys are calling other times. What kind you using, Kobe?
I'm using a bartender and a Haydale.
Yeah. We're using all different kinds, but this is out of nostalgia. One of my first goose calls, Mr. Mervyn Sauceman. Get on, Louisiana. Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame.
Colby, Gary's got one of the very first goose calls that he ever had. I guarantee you that thing's 90 years old. In his hands alone.
That'd be cutting it tight, I believe.
It would. It would. It may be over a century.
Yeah.
Yeah. It and Coca-Cola were invented the same year.
What about this one right here? Ooh, too high.
I hope that shit ain't going on TV.
It's going to be you.
No, it ain't neither.
I'm going to attribute it to you. I'm going to shoot one. Shoot one, Gary.
Way too high.
Not for Gary.
We'll be still.
Watch this thing right here. What is this?
BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.